All right, good afternoon, everyone. Can you all hear me? Perfect, awesome. Hey, I know we've been sitting for a while, so I thought it'd be fun to do something more energetic and also help me check something off of my bucket list. I've always wanted to help lead a crowd in doing the wave across the stadium, so would you all be up to help me do that? Yeah. All right, perfect. Thank you, Mr. Bell, I see you up there. So if you aren't familiar with the wave, if you are familiar with the wave, you can take a nap for like 30 seconds. But if you are not, what I'd like you to do is when I point to you, I want you to move your arms up, you can stand up, whatever you feel like doing, and we'll carry that all the way across the stadium. You guys ready? All right, we're gonna start on this side. On the count of 3, ready? I'm counting on all of you right there to get this started. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, come on. Arms, 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 arms. Oh my gosh, yeah! Look at that, that was fantastic. Great job. All right, let's try starting on this side this time. Ready? 2, 3, and arms, 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 arms. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. That was fantastic. Now, if I haven't had the pleasure of meeting all of you yet, or meeting you yet one-on-one, or if you've forgotten my name is Avani Rai. I am a senior this year at Normal Community High School, and Ironman through and through. And the reason that they happened to hand me the mic is because this year I'm serving as your student council president. Now I understand the reasoning behind that, because theoretically I should be experienced enough to welcome you to your first day. But to be fair, like much of you, my last few academic careers have been muddled by COVID-19. So I really only had one normal first day of high school, and that was my freshman year. And that normal first day of high school, my bus was 42 minutes late, so I missed my first hour class. But it was okay because I took a picture of my schedule because I was smart and knew I'd lose it. And then I lost my phone instead. So then I ended up skipping my first and last class of high school ever. That was Miss Fryman's intro to business. I'm sorry about that, Miss Fryman. And then to top it all off, on the way to Eastview for the drill that we are sitting in right now, my shoes cut through my heels and I bled all over my nice new pretty pink first day of school shoes. And I remember telling myself, it can only go up from here. And then March 14th hit and the world turned upside down, and that was my last normal first day of high school. But when the world turned upside down, I feel like our generation, for the entirety of our lives, has caught a lot of flack. You know, I'm sure you've heard the stereotype goes that we're a bunch of selfie-taking, self-obsessed little snowflakes, right? We're weak. We don't know what the real world is like. I feel like I've heard that all the time. But the reality of the matter is, the people sitting here in this room, the people our age all across the world, are the only generation alive that has spent its formative years in the midst of a global pandemic that was unprecedented. I still remember the week or two before school shut down, Mrs. Barnes promising that we would never go to mass or social distancing, and then it happened. We've lived through a period of time in our most formative years where our country has been filled with chaos, where we had to deal with online learning and social distancing and everything else in between. And there's no one in the entire world that understands us, whether that's adults, parents, counselors, teachers, no matter how awesome they are, no matter how hard they try, there's no one that understands that except for the people sitting to the left, right, above, and below you. No one. Which makes us connected on a level that no one else can imagine, no one else can fathom. It makes us a community, and it makes us a family. And in fact, it reminds me of a Sanskrit saying that I grew up with. The saying is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Okay, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one big family. And when we consider that for the school year, during the entirety of the school year, for much of the day, our world happens to be Normal Community High School, because it's where we learn, we work, we play, we eat, we laugh, we cry, sometimes we sleep. When we consider that, that makes us as Ironmen, a family. And when we think of each other as a family, that means that we grow together, we thrive together, we support one another, we're strong for each other, But of course, before you're strong for each other, you have to be strong for yourself. And there I have one piece of advice for you that has helped me in so many ways, and that is realizing that strengths and failures are a part of everyday life. Strengths and failures are a part of everyday life. Successes and failures happen all the time. But you can't let your successes go to your head, and you can't let your failures settle in your heart. You can't let your successes go to your head or your failures settle in your heart. And it's easy to say, but hard to do, right? But that's when it's important to remember that we have resources here that want to support you. We have people here that want to support you. And you have to be brave and ask for help, whether that's from our student council or from your mentors, your peers, your friends, your family, whoever it is, to stand up and ask for help and to help other people when you are asked. Because that's how you can be strong for yourself and then support other people. Strong for yourself to support others. And when I'm talking about supporting others, it doesn't have to be a big, grand gesture. It almost never is. Because it's the little things that matter, right? It's the little things done by an individual that compounded by a ton that leave an impact. So I want to start the school year, I want to kick it off. Please bear with me as I lead you through a little thing. Now, what I want you all to do is find someone around you, not the wave again, thank you Mr. Belt, I appreciate it. But find someone around you. It could be someone you know, it could be someone you don't know. It could even be me if you can't see anyone else. But on the count of 3 together, we're going to smile at each other, okay? I know it sounds cheesy, but bear with me, bear with me.
Oh my God.
And don't make it awkward because there are still teachers in the room. So, all right. Together with me. Okay, straight face. Come on, guys, straight face. All right, I'll give you a second. Straight face, please. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and smile. There we go.
All right, I'm gonna smile. Oh, I hope I'm not like vlogging. My video's fast.
All right. What I want you to notice is, I don't know if you all heard it up there, but right here, I heard this really nasty smacking noise of spit, okay? Who knew that smiles can make noise? Because I did not until right now. But the catch is, when it's one person's smile, it's great, it makes you feel good. But when that little thing, when that smile is compounded by 10 or 100 or 2,500, you can hear it. When it's one person standing up, that's nice and fun and honestly kind of a little weird, but when it's one person standing up multiplied by 2,500, that's when it makes a wave. And it's the little things that are added up time and time again by multiple individuals that eventually leaves an impact, an imprint, a footprint on our world. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to remember first that we are a family. Second, that we have to be strong for ourselves to be strong for each other. And third, that it's the little things, day by day, individual by individual, that allow us to build a community, not for just ourselves, but for our entire world, so that we can eventually leave a lasting imprint here at Normal Community. Thank you very much for listening to me. I appreciate your time. Have a fantastic